What's up? This is BoxingWave. Today I wanted to have a little fun because lately people been saying this video is inspired by all the people that's been talking about how frustrated I've been in the last several videos that I made. Well, not even several videos. There's been a lot of videos like lately that people have been making fun of my facial expressions I've been making. You know, just built up frustration over a lot of fighters. Usually it has to do with fights that's not happening. So, you know, I was sitting home today and, you know, I just recently made a video about Gamboa and Mikey Garcia fight. How, you know, upset I was that fight is not happening. And then I made a video about Golden Boy and Bob Al Heyman and these guys leaving to make their own promotion. Like, I'm just been very frustrated. I'm not gonna lie. I've been very frustrated with boxing. So today I was like, you know, I'm in a good mood today. You know, I just ate good. I got my little drink. About to go to the movies, see Need for Speed. Probably go out later tonight. So I figured, let me do a video real quick. So, let me get it started. These are all realistic fights here. These are fights that actually can take place at any given time. Okay, or I think there's a couple of fights here that are actually scheduled. Okay, so I'm just gonna go down the list, starting from top at number 10, and I'm gonna go all the way to number 1. First fight I'm gonna start off with is Peter Quillin against Danny Jacobs. This is a fight that I brought up in several videos before about that I want to see. I want to see Peter Quillin take Danny Jacobs. Danny Jacobs is one of my both of these guys I like a lot, but I really like Danny Jacobs. I'm a big fan of him. I would like to see him step up and be on a big cable network other than ESPN. I would like to see him on Showtime or HBO, whatever. I wanted to see him get into a big fight. And both of these guys are New York natives. They're both from Brooklyn. You know, I'm from New York, so I want to see this fight. Anytime they throw a fight at Barclays, I try to make every single one of them now. And you know, this is definitely a fight I would definitely, without a doubt, go and see. I met both of these guys. Both of these guys had told me that they want the fight or whatever. So, you know, that's just one fight that I would see. I think I would like the fight because it would test both fighters to see if Danny Jacobs really belong in the discussion as the top guys at 160, and I want to see Peter Quillin really get tested. You know, I think there's a few fighters that's at 160 that he hasn't fought yet that I would like him to see. All right, so that's number 10. Number 9, I got Kovalev and Stevenson, Adonis Stevenson. Okay, this is a fight that a lot of people want to see. All right, they even put these guys on the same card. You know, these are two knockout artists, okay? One, I feel like this is a fight that is hard to call. I still, to this day, don't know. I've been asked several times. I don't know where I'm going with who's going to win this fight, okay? This is a tough fight to call. I think Stevenson's the slightly better boxer, but he only has that left-hand power where Kovalev is powerful in both hands. They both been knocking everybody out. They both were top 5 potential fighters of the year last year, in my opinion. So I would definitely like to see this fight. They're both in the same weight division, and that was number 9. Number 8, Ruslan Provodnikov against Lucas Matisse. I wish so bad this fight happened. Like, people talking Brandon Rios and Ruslan. I do not want to see that fight. I want to see Provodnikov versus Matisse. Matisse, I feel like, has a little bit more power in his punches, but at the same time, I think Ruslan is a lot more ruthless in the way his fighter style is. I mean, this would be a war. Like, this would be like an absolute war zone. Like, this fight right here, just straight domination. I haven't seen Ruslan really get hurt, but this guy, I feel like Matisse would really have the punching power to hurt him. You know what I'm saying? This is a fight that I just want to see. I wish would happen. I don't know why this fight isn't happening. I don't know if it has to do with promoters or whatever, but I would love to see this fight right here. I don't even think Matisse's Golden Boy or whatever. I'm really not sure. All right. Now that was number 8. Now we're at number 7. Gennady Triple G Golovkin against Andre Ward. All right, I made a video about this fight. You know, I was pretty much defending both fighters, where people always say that they're ducking people. I actually, don't get it twisted, I actually want to see this fight. I think Golovkin, I would like to see him clean up the 160 division first, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen because no one really wants to fight him. Andre Ward, he has 168. He's just been sitting around, reigning champion at 168. Honestly, I don't think anyone in 160 could beat Triple G. Without the fights actually happen, I want to see Triple G. I want to see him fight the best, and I already think that he could beat out everybody at 160. I want to see it, but if it doesn't happen, I want to see him fight Andre Ward. I really think Triple G is that good already, and I want to see Andre Ward, you know, fight someone with some good boxing ability with the punching power. I mean, I think Triple G's punching power will even be effective at 168. So I would like to see that fight. Okay, number 5, I got Keith, one-time Thurman, against Marcos Maidana. This is a fight that could have happened already. This is a fight that Maidana has been kind of slipping away and kind of ducking, but he's been getting bigger fights. You know, he's fighting Floyd Mayweather, so I really don't blame him. He's about to get his highest payday, and I think this fight might happen in the future. The reason why I want to see this fight is because either guy can get knocked out at any given moment. Maidana, you know, Thurman's a huge puncher, a huge puncher, one of the best right now, pound for pound, as far as punching power. Maidana is a big puncher himself. I think Thurman's the better boxer, but I think Maidana is definitely capable of knocking Thurman out as well. Definitely want to see this fight. You know, hopefully this happens. You know, maybe Thurman could get a fight with him maybe after the Floyd fight, or you know, whatever, but I would like this fight to go down. Okay. Now this is the next 2 fights are fights that's actually scheduled. Okay. Pacquiao and Bradley 2. I don't really need to go into detail with that. This is number, I think this is number 5. Alright, I think this is number 5 on the list, okay? Pacquiao, Bradley 2. The first fight was so close. I know a lot of you, it wasn't close. Pacquiao beat him. Alright, don't go, this is not an argument here, right? I'm just giving my personal opinion here. I think the fight was that close. I cannot pick a winner for the first fight. I want to see this fight. I wish whoever wins this fight, the second fight, is just a more decisive win. I think it's going to be very close again, but I hope it's not close to a point where, you know, people, whoever the winner is, people won't scream robbery or whatever like that. You know, I just want this fight to happen for we can move on from the first fight and there'll be no more excuses, you know. Next fight, number 4, I got Froch and Grosz 2, another fight that's scheduled. The first fight was a classic to me. It was definitely one of my favorite fights of the year. And you know, I think the whole thing with the ref stopping it, it kind of made the fight so much better because you really don't know who was gonna win. Froch, not saying that I'm glad that it happened. I'm not glad that it happened, but I think just not knowing who was gonna win the fight builds up a rematch so bad. You know, it's like you want to see the rematch because the fight was so competitive, and a lot of people probably didn't expect it to be that close. George Grosz was winning the majority of the rounds until the last couple of rounds. Froch started coming back, and we really don't know who's gonna win that fight. Okay, so now I'm at number 3, Deontay Wilder against Tyson Fury. I want to see this fight so, you don't understand. I want to see this fight so bad. I want to see this fight so bad, man. I would pay for this fight. I would probably pay for almost all of these fights. But Deontay Wilder, I want to see him and Tyson Fury. I think someone will get knocked out. And I think it would be before the 5th or 6th round. I think somebody's getting knocked out. I don't know who, but somebody will get knocked out in this fight, without a doubt. And I mean early. We won't go past 5 rounds in this one. You know, I say 5 rounds. Somebody's getting knocked out, because I have a feeling Deontay Wilder, I question his chin. I just have a feeling that he doesn't have a chin. And at the same time, Deontay can easily knock out Tyson Fury if he lands that big right. So I would love to see this fight. All right, this is a dream match for real. All right, number 2. This number 2 is so, I've said it, I made videos. Gamboa and Mikey Garcia. Yes, it's that important to me. This fight must happen. This is, I seen Ego made a topic. This is like the modern day Floyd Pacquiao to me. Like, to me, all of the drama is going on with this fight. Bob Arum have some bad blood with Gamboa for leaving and everything. This fight I want to see so bad, because they're both undefeated and they both haven't fought anyone nearly as good as their opponent. Like, Mikey Garcia has his flaws, his advantages. So does Gamboa. And either one of those fighters can expose. I do not know who's going to win this fight. I think out of all of the predictions that's on this list, a lot of fights that I can't really call, I think this is the toughest one in my opinion. Alright, this is all in my opinion. I think this is a tough fight to call. I want to see this fight so bad, man. I want to see who really is the better fight. I think this fight right here will put these two fighters in top 10 without a doubt. Top 10 pound for pound without a doubt. Whoever wins this fight, if it ever happens, okay? And number 1, Floyd Mayweather versus Aries Lanny Lara. This will be the most non-entertaining fight out of all of them, alright? But the reason why I want to see this fight is because I want to see a Floyd fight someone that is bigger, slightly bigger, you know, has power, has speed, has the foot movement. I want to see him fight someone that has the boxing ability, you know, that can match or come close. I don't think Lara as good as a boxer as Floyd, but he's in a discussion. I think Lara, I think Ward, I think Rigondeaux, these are guys that are as far as boxers, they're in the discussion. You know, some of you might say Tim Bradley. I don't think he's quite as good of a boxer as these other 3 guys. And I think Lara, I would like to see, it would be a boring fight, but it would be a really technical fight, you know, and I would like to see it. I want to see the outcome of this fight. You know, I think this is a fight that Floyd needs to have on his legacy. You know, I think it would put him up a few more notches if he were to beat Lara. You know what I'm saying? I definitely would like to see it, and Lara as well. You know, I want to see Lara fight Canelo and stuff, but I would like to see this fight between him and Floyd. That would be one fight that I would try to make it. You know, I'll try to save my money to make it and see this fight live without a doubt. I would want to see this fight live. I would go to Vegas, save my money, and get me some really, really good close tickets, as close as possible, to see this fight live. So that's my list, and hit me with you know, you don't have to give me a whole top 10 list, but hit me up with some fights. I'm sure there's some fights that I didn't think about, but hit me with some of the fights that you would like to see that are like, you know, possible fights. Like, you know, don't give me no dream matches. I don't want to hear Ali versus Floyd Mayweather, nothing crazy. All right, just give me a list or whatever, or give me some fights, and let me know on what you think about the fights I put up. Thanks.